What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Lewis, and on today's video we're going to go over the 10 bowling balls that the SPI brand just discontinued. But before we get into any of that, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. As of the time of recording this video, we are at 39,674. My next major goal is 40,000, and with your help, we can absolutely get there. If you like the jersey I'm wearing in this video, coolwick.com, promo code Napoles10. They get you 10% off your entire order. Down below in the description, there's be a link where you can order anything bowling related. Actually, the 10 discontinued balls that were just announced are still available on the Bowlers Mart website. If you use the link in the description, it'll take you to the Bowlers Mart website, and you can order any of these bowling balls if you choose. All right, so let's get right into the list. There's 10 bowling balls. We're gonna go over all 10 of them, how I feel about them getting discontinued, and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna read out the list to you. The Journey, High Road Pearl, Electrify Go, Tropical Surge Purple Gold, Clone, Exotic Gem, Tour Dynamics, Eternity, Zen Gold Label, Exponent. So that is the list. A lot of substance in this list. So we're going to start with the Journey. Honestly, the Journey was one of the more not the most surprising one, but one of the more surprising ones, because it only released last November. So it was only out for 4, 5, 6 months, and not a very long time. I was surprised by this one because I thought that the Journey was a really good ball for what it was. Very clean through the fronts, produced a nice pop down lane. I thought that the TX16 Pearl was a really good cover. I know that I might have been in the minority in that, because like, for example, the guy who draws my stuff, he didn't like the Journey at all. So that's where we're at with that one. The High Road Pearl is the one that everyone is talking the most about online. But honestly, when was the last time you saw a High Road Pearl go down the lanes? I know that for me, it had been a really long time. I think the last High Road Pearl that I drilled was before COVID. So we're talking like 2019, 2020. So it had been a long time. All-time great bowling ball. I actually made this, I don't know why I'm pulling it up on my phone because I can just put it up on the screen, but I made this little low-budget meme here. And it's true. I think that the High Road Pearl is a better all-time ball than the Lightning Blackout. There's no debate about that. But in today's environment, give me a Lightning Blackout over a High Road Pearl any day of the week. And that's where we're at with that one. Electrify Go, honestly, couldn't care less at all. I never get that low into my bag. There's always going to be an Electrify. There's always going to be that entry-level type of bowling ball in the line. So to me, it doesn't really matter. Same thing with the Tropical Surge, Purple and Gold. I think that the Tropical Surge Solid, the new one that I just reviewed, the one that comes out of box, that 2000 finish, I think that one is great. So I don't really need too many tropical options. I think that they're great options for entry level. If you're just trying to get into your first reactive ball, I think it's a great option. But them getting discontinued doesn't move the needle one way or the other. Then here are some Rotogrip balls now, the Clone. I thought that this ball was very like underappreciated, underhyped, it may be the word. I thought that it was a good ball. I never saw him anywhere. I never saw him in league. I never saw him in tournaments. I never saw really on TV many people throwing it. I thought it was a good ball in very specific situations, like at Samstown. I thought it was a really good ball. I'm filming this video here at Samstown, or at South Point. It wasn't that great of a ball here. Overall, just wasn't a very popular ball. I thought it was pretty good. I thought the colors were good. I thought the cover, I liked polished solids. But yeah, I mean, it just wasn't time. Exotic Gem, that one was surprising, especially because the Gem is still around, and then we have the Gem, the Exotic Gem, and the Magic Gem. I was surprised to see the Exotic Gem get axed. The only reason that I can think of why this ball got discontinued, I mean, it's all based on sales. If the ball stops selling, they're going to get discontinued no matter what the ball is. But I think with the popularity of the DNA coil, and both of these being kind of asymmetrical pearls that kind of fit the same kind of niche, those smoother, responsive pearls, I think that that's ultimately what did it. Tour Dynamics is the next one on the list. Not very surprised by this one. I wasn't a fan of the Tour Dynamics, and then with the Ion coming out, they kind of fit that same kind of weaker asymmetrical kind of cores. So it was no surprise at all to me that the Tour Dynamics got discontinued, especially, like I said, with the Ion coming out. I don't think that they need two, weaker ASIMs cores in the line. Eternity, I think it was just time. It had been around for a while now. I think it's a great ball, but again, with the popularity of other asymmetrical pearls, in this case, especially like the Attention Star, like there's no need to have an Attention Star and an Eternity in the same bag. And in my opinion, and in a lot of people's opinions, the Attention Star is the better ball between that and the Eternity. So one of them had to go. Of course, it's going to be the one that's older, less sales overall. Then the next one is the Zen Gold Label. Very, very surprised by this one, because in the 900 Global lineup, that is like the go-to ball, to clear the fronts, produce a lot of pop down lane, and I'm very surprised. I thought that the Zen Gold Label would be around for a long time, but with this one getting discontinued, that can only mean that something, and I'm not saying this as someone who has any kind of insider knowledge or information, but the Zen Gold Label getting discontinued tells me that there has to be something coming soon, maybe Bowl Expo, maybe after Bowl Expo, that's going to fit that niche where the Zen Gold Label was. And I really like the Gold Label. I still have one. It's still in my tournament bag. It's still my go-to ball when I got to get left and really produce a lot of shape down lane. And then pour one out for the Exponent. This is the one that surprised me the absolute most out of all the balls on this list, is the 900 Global Exponent. You guys know it's the ball that I shot my highest series with this season, or of all time, but I shot it this season. I shot 856 with that Exponent, and to me it was like the perfect benchmark kind of ball. It was just strong enough that you can use it on the fresh, just weak enough that you can use it in transition, did all the right things. And this one has my heart feeling some kind of way, because if the Exponent got discontinued, what's going to replace it? Is it going to be the Ion being a asymmetric core with a stronger cover? I don't think the Ion replaces it. The Phase 2 is much stronger. The IQ Tour is much weaker. So I don't know what we don't have anything in the line that replaces what the Exponent does. And if we get something else in the future, again, I'm not saying this with any insider information or anything like that, but if we get something in the future that does replace the Exponent, is it going to be better? Because if it's not going to be better, then why do we discontinue the Exponent? I understand that sales drive everything ultimately, but with a ball as special and unique as the Exponent, you kind of have to keep it around until you're sure that whatever is going to replace it is actually better. And again, I'm not saying that with any information. I don't know what's coming next, except for the Ion that was announced. I don't get leaked information like some of the, snoopers or whatever. So that's the list. Journey, High Road Pearl, Electrify Go, Tropical Surge, Purple Gold, Clone, Exotic Gem, Tour Dynamics, Eternity, Zen Gold Label, and Exponent. Let me know down below in the let me know down below in the comments what you guys thought about this mass discontinuation of bowling balls. Again, to me, a lot of these were no-brainers, that it was just time. But some of these, like the Journey and the Exponent, very, very surprised. I honestly wasn't surprised at all about the High Road Pearl. I thought that it should have been discontinued maybe a couple years ago. The High Road Pearl is just not the same ball that it was, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And that's not me. I'm not knocking any shade on the High Road Pearl. All-time great ball. One of my favorite balls in that category. But it was just time, and it's been time, in my opinion. So let me know, do you like these kind of videos? If you want to see more of these, definitely let me know in the comments, and I will definitely do my best to do more of them. We'll see you on the next video.